Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'm Lee, and in this video we'll be taking a look at this week's Warhammer Preview, and it's a really good one. This week's preview is packed with a load of products available for pre-order next Saturday, and if you're an Age of Sigmar fan then you're in for a real treat, but if you're into other game systems then there might be some other products in here for you as well. So let's dive straight in and start looking through all these products in detail. Okay, let's start with the long-awaited Stormcast Battletome, and this is something we were expecting to see released in August, but it was running behind, but now it's going to be available, so I think this is going to be really good news for a lot of players, especially those who play Stormcast Eternals, so some really good news here. So the article tells us that this new Battletome is going to be up to date, so that it includes all the new tools that are at the disposal of the Stormcast Eternals, including the elite warriors clad in the Thunderstrike armour. And it's also going to contain a massive 76 unique war scrolls, extensive rules for the newly expanded Path to Glory narrative campaigns, and it's also going to give some powerful abilities to help seize victory on the battlefield. You can also pick this up as a limited edition, so you're going to get different artwork, different binding. It's going to come with embossed gold foil, gilt page edges, and even a ribbon page marker. That's always nice. And this edition is going to be limited to just 700 copies though. So if this is something that you'd be interested in getting, I guess you're going to have to get in early on the website and get it ordered. So the other one, I'm sure there's going to be tons of those, but this specific one, the limited edition version, only 700 copies will be available. If you don't like using the book and prefer to use the actual War Scrolls as cards, then you're going to be able to pick up the War Scroll card pack for the Stormcast Eternals as well. And this is going to have 76 cards in there altogether. So for all the units and their abilities, it's all going to be included on those cards. And you're also going to get 2 token boards, which is going to help you to keep track of any spells, abilities, battle tactics. And the idea with this is it just makes the whole kind of setup and gameplay a lot simpler. There's some fantastic models available for pre-order as well, and this is going to include this one, the Knight Judicator, with 2 Gryph-hounds, and this is going to be a ranged combat specialist armed with a Terminus Greatbow, and this model looks fantastic. I love the Gryph-hounds. They're much more dynamic poses, the way they're like jumping and leaping over the terrain, and that Knight Judicator just looks awesome. So I think this is something I'm really interested in getting. I could really imagine using this in Warcry as well, which is perfect. I haven't even played Age of Sigmar properly at all. I can't seem to get into it, but I think for Warcry, this is a fantastic sculpt. And if you're into Age of Sigmar, then and you like the Stormcast Eternals, then this could be a great model to add to your collection. Okay, here's some more cool models. Here you're going to get the Masters of the Sacrosanct, and these are also going to be available to pre-order, and it says this is the first time you can get these outside of the Soul Wars box set. So if you've got the Soul War box set, you've probably got these already. And then, so these are going to be available only from the Games Workshop web store though, so you're not going to be able to pick these up on any of the discount stores, so I'm afraid it'll be full retail price for these two. And these Masters of the Sacrosanct include a Lord Arcanum on a Gryph Charger and an Evocator Prime. Now we're on to my favourite model from this preview. I think this looks awesome. This is the Stormstrike Chariot, and this is a great model. I think this is a fantastic sculpt. The 2 Gryph Chargers look crazy, and then with the 2 Stormcast on the back, one with a bow, one with an axe, and I think we can kit these out with a spear as well instead of that storm bow, so that would look awesome. But I really like the bow. I think that looks really cool. I'd probably like to change the axe to a spear, but yeah, we'll wait and see if we can do that. It doesn't say we can, it just says we can change the Tempestuous Spear or Great Storm Bow. So, but a great looking model. Be really interested to see how much this is. Yeah, so I can't wait for that. It's got to be around £30, £35 maybe. So yeah, we'll wait and see on the price, but really looking forward to this model. It's also great news for fans of the Auric Warclans, so if you like any of the Auric Warclans, including the new Kruleboyz, then you can also pick up the Battletome for the Auric Warclans as well. So this is going to give you everything you need to play all of those, and you can mix the different Warclans together as well, so you can have Ironjaws, Bone Splitters and Kruleboyz all taking part in one big war, and I think that would be awesome fun. So you're going to get all your War Scrolls for all those different Oryx from all the different war clans. You're also going to get one for Kragnos as well, so you can be able to play him as well in amongst your Oryx war clan army. And this is going to be all put together with its own suite of Path to Glory rules and lots more. So really great news. And you don't just get the option of this one, you're also going to get a limited edition as well. And here's that limited edition, so you get some different artwork on the front, a little bit different in style, and that's going to come with a soft touch cover. Again, you're going to get those fancy gilt page edges and a ribbon page marker as well. Doesn't say in the article how many. I'm guessing it's 700 as well, right? Usually they match it, so probably 700, but it's not confirmed. And it does also mention in the article briefly that you're going to get like the war scroll for the Corpse Ripper Vulture as well, and that's going to be included in those books. So I'm assuming it's going to include all the other larger monster models as well. And just like with the Stormcast, you can also pick up the War Scroll cards for the Oryx War Clans. Not going to have as many in it, so you're just going to get 37 referent cards for those. And that's for, again, everything available to the Oryx War Clan, so I'm assuming those larger models too. And obviously the Kruleboyz are included and all that. And you're also going to get 2 boards with those pop-out tokens to keep track of ongoing effects. There's also going to be some awesome models for the Kruleboyz available to pre-order. And here's the first one. This is a Breaker Boss on a Maya Brute Troggoth. And this, again, is an awesome sculpt. I think these new models that are coming out are just fantastic. This one's going to be pretty tall because those bosses from the Kruleboyz are pretty big models. So standing on top of this Troggoth, he's going to be a beast. But this looks great. I really thought I'd be into the Kruleboyz once the Dominion box set come. But the more I kind of built the models and got into it and was reading into Age of Sigmar a lot more and looking through the rulebook, I started to really like the Stormcast Eternals, which I really didn't expect. But this looks awesome, and I think it's models like this that are really going to appeal if you like the Kruleboyz and the Oryx. The Vulture, I'm really looking forward to, but that one's not included in this week's preview, but hopefully it will come out soon. But this is a great one, really nice model. If you want to add some range to your Kruleboyz or War Clan army, then this option could be for you. This is the Beast Skewer Killbow, and this is called a vicious war machine capable of threatening even the largest foes with its razor-sharp bolts. And a great looking model again. I love the character of these grots. It looks like we've got 3. You can see 2 clearly, and 1 just hidden behind some of the woodwork. And then with that Beast Skewer boy there, taking aim, I think this just looks great. Tons of character, and would be a few of these in the army would look awesome. And there's a load of dice available for pre-order as well next Saturday, starting with the Oryx War Clans on the left and the Stormcast on the right. And if you'd rather get a dice set for the Grand Alliance rather than a specific faction, then you might like these, so you've got them for the Alliance of Order, Chaos, Destruction or Death. So that takes care of all the Stormcast Eternals and the Kruleboyz, but there's a load of other products available to pre-order next week. And so let's take a look at those now. And White Dwarf magazine gets a little mention here too. And if you're a 40k fan, then you can read up on the Index Astartes on the Space Wolves Primera Successor chapter, the Wolf Spear. For other AOS fans, a Tome Celestial on the Slaves to Darkness, and also a host of new Kill Team content, including rules for an Adeptus Mechanicus Hunter Clade and much more. So I'm really looking forward to finding out what they're going to do for Kill Team. That looks great. I'm really enjoying putting this Octarius box set together, and I'll be starting on the rules this week. But yeah, really great to see how they're going to do that, and hopefully we'll get a lot of updates for different Kill Teams as time goes on. If you're a fan of Blood Bowl, then this might be interesting to you, especially if you like Dark Elves. We've got a Dark Elf card pack, Dark Elf dice, and Dark Elf pitch and dugout available. So a few items there for Blood Bowl. I'm really tempted to pick up the Blood Bowl main game. It looks really cool, and it's available for like £67 at the moment with Element Games, and you get a ton of miniatures included. So it looks like great value, and I know it's a really fun game to play. Pretty interested in playing 7s. I've never done that, but if you've played 7s, I'd love to know what it's like. And also, would you like to see some Blood Bowl on the channel, unboxing and maybe some painting videos as well? So let me know in the comments section below. That'd be awesome. Right, there's so many products here, but we're getting near the end now, and now we're over to Forge World, where you can pick up some of the 13th Legion. You're going to get 2 of the Praetor miniatures, and here you can see them. One's in the Terminator armour or Artificer armour. I've just signed up to the Imperium magazine and I'm going to be building an Ultramarines army. I think it'd be really cool to have a real traditional Warhammer army and go with this theme of the Ultramarines. So I've been learning a lot about it, listening to Adeptus Ridiculous on Spotify, so shout out to them. Definitely check them out if you're interested in learning the lore of it. And so it'd be good to find out more about these particular miniatures from the Ultramarines. And here's another great looking model from Forge World, and if you're into the word bearers then this one might be good for you. And this is Argel Tal, the first and foremost of the Gal Vorbak, and this is a monstrous demonic hybrid, and he just looks awesome, a great looking sculpt. There's also a few books available to pre-order. I'm just going to read from the article because I don't know anything about these. And this one's called Double Eagle. And this takes the famous Sabbat Worlds crusade to the skies of Enothis as the Fantine 20 arrive to protect thousands of refugees fleeing the rampant Chaos forces and the predation of their infamous fighter pilot Krell Cass Obarkon. This special edition hardback includes an author introduction and is signed by Dan Abnett himself. So it doesn't say that it's a limited edition or anything like that. So I don't know how many copies, but there we go. Signed is always good. Getting that hardback's nice, and I hope I said the names of those characters correctly. You've also got an option to pick up the Knights of Bretonnia as a paperback or an ebook, and this is set in the world that was. The Knights of Bretonnia Omnibus collects the novels Knight Errant and Knight of the Realm, plus the novellas Questing Knight and Grail Knight, along with the short story Rest Eternal, completing the saga of Kallard from his knightly training to his most epic of victories. And the third and final book available to pre-order is Diachasm, and this is an anthology of 11 stories all about Warhammer Underworlds, which sounds really cool, and these are written by a variety of Black Library authors, included Graham Lyon, Danny Ware. I'm not sure if that's meant to be Daniel, it's spelled D-A-N-I-E, and I've never seen Danny spelled like that, so that could be a typo, not sure, but also Ben Counter. And so this seems pretty cool. I've recently read Warcry, the anthology, and that was a really fun book. A lot darker than I thought it would be, pretty grim in places, and I wonder if Diachasm will be along those lines as well. So this might be a good book. I think this is really fun to dive in and just learn about the different warbands. So if they do this the same as they've done the Warcry anthology, then those 11 stories will be about 11 different warbands and their experience in this world. So that's quite an interesting book. So I like the look of that one. And finally in the article they also included Warhammer Plus, where we're going to get all the brand new content that we expect to see now each week, but also it's going to start the new show, the Lore Masters, and this is going to be a new regular show. So a great preview this week, I think. So many great models available. We've got the long-awaited Stormcast Eternals and Auric Warclans Battletomes for Age of Sigmar, so that's great news for Age of Sigmar fans. Some brilliant models, but for me, the Chariot was probably my favourite, followed closely by the Knight Judicator with these two awesome looking Griffhounds who want to get stuck in on the action. So really liking the look of those models. I'm sure we can use both of those in Warcry, no problem. I'd love to know what you think about this week's preview. What's your favourite product and what are you looking forward to the most? And what will you be picking up, if any, from the selection? So join in the comments below. It'd be great to hear what you think. Hope you enjoyed the video. I've really liked doing these previews. It's really exciting seeing what's coming up. We've still got loads of dragons and other big monsters and that awesome vulture for the Kruleboyz to come too. So in the weeks ahead, I think we're going to get loads more cool models. But for now, thanks so much for watching. Please like if you like it, subscribe for more videos like this, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to join me next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games. If you like this kind of content and would like to support the channel, then please check out my Patreon page, and thanks to everyone who's joined so far. It's really awesome. We hang out on Discord, talk about the hobby, share ideas and help each other out, and you'll get some perks there that you're not going to find anywhere else. So I'll put a link in the description and it'd be great to see you there.